Today I make instant noodle at home. Okay, firstly, I will search for the instant noodles recipes on the internet. After a quick research, I realized there's not many instructions out there to describe the recipes in details. Most of the information I found is just about cooking instant noodles rather than making them from scratch. Although there are several videos about making instant noodles, it is often recorded in the factories where the instant noodles are made with a variety of automatic machines on a massive scale. Okay, so that's quite interesting to do what people do not do in common at home, but also pose some challenge when the recipe is a big question. The only hints I have at this moment are the ingredients and the general process of making instant noodles. To make the instant noodles, we need sodium carbonate, flour, water, and salt. While the process includes make the dough, cut the dough into proper noodle strands, steam the noodles, and dehydrate the noodles. It's quite complicated, but my desire to eat noodles does not allow me to stop. I have to make the instant noodle. Okay, so for the first step, I need to make the dough. I noticed that the ingredients are quite similar to the fresh ramen. Therefore, I decided to pick up a fresh ramen recipe as an alternative. Thank God, all the ingredients are quite easy to find. They are all available right now. So I will mix flour, sodium carbonate and salt with the ratios as the instructions. Then slowly pour cold water in and mix them together. I will knead them a little bit. After that, I get the dough like this, but it needs to rest for a while. So I will cover it with plastic wrap and set it aside. I will wait for 30 minutes before kneading and cutting the dough. By the way, I saw many people use a pasta maker to knead and cut the dough into strands. This tool can help me make instant noodle way faster, but unfortunately, I don't have it. So I need to do it manually with these steps. Okay, time's up. Now I'll continue with my dough. To make it easier to knead with a rolling pin later, I have to step on it. This method is used in some instruction videos as an effective way to knead the dough into flat sheet. But I need to put a clean sauce in first and put the dough in a bag before doing that. I don't want my bare feet to touch the dough. It's disgusting. Okay, just put the bags on the floor and step on it. Well, I also try jumping on it to see whether it's faster. But it only makes my dough spread unevenly. It's better just tread it slowly. I noticed that the bag is so slippery. It's making my feet slide away several times. I think I should have used a paper bag instead. So this is the result. It's still quite thick. I need to keep kneading with the rolling pins. It's much thinner now. Let's cut it into noodle strands. I'll fold the noodles and cut it into thin strands like this. But I soon realized a problem. Look at the noodles. They are strained and separate, while the normal instant noodles are supposed to be wavy and twist together. That is the signature shape of instant noodles. So I must find out a way to make them wavy and stick together. To achieve the shape, I think I should try to braid the noodles, similar to braid hair. I was trying with several strands, although the shape looked quite interesting. It doesn't look like the normal instant noodle at all. And this method also takes a lot of time. I wonder whether I overcomplicated it. Let's try a simple way. I will slightly fold the strands like this to create the wavy shape, then put all of them into a mold to make them stick together like a block. Hope everything goes well with this. I will make two similar blocks for the reasons that I will review soon. Now we got the noodles. I will put both them into a pot and steam them. This step is quite simple, so I can go through it without any problems. Okay, so we got it. Let's separate this from the mold to see the result. It's work! The noodle strands stick together in the form of a noodle block. It's so amazing! So now it's time for the next step, dehydrate them. As they say, there are two different ways to drying instant noodles, by frying or by hot air drying. The frying option is faster, but it will add more extra oils to the noodle than the hot air drying options. I'll try both methods to see what's better. That's why I need two different blocks.
With this block, I will dry with hot air, but I don't have a dryer.
Okay, so I will use these ovens as an alternative. Since this oven is supposed to bake rather than to dry, I'm not sure whether it's burned my noodle or not. To reduce the risk, I will turn on the fans and keep the oven at the lowest temperatures to represent the dryers. I've never dried food in this way before, so I'm super excited to see how it turned out. While waiting for the first blocks, I will outline the frying method on the second one. Pick up a pan, pour the oil in and set the oven at low heat.
Wow, at this moment, the blocks is soft, so I need to be very careful to avoid breaking it. I also pour the hot oil on top of the blocks to ensure it is cooked through.
After a while, take it out, and we got the shiny blobs like this.
Okay, so I will set it aside and wait until it's cooled down.
Now I will check the blobs in the oven. Well, you know, it's still wet and soft. It doesn't change much. I think with this speed, it will need at least 3 hours to completely dry.
It's just too slow, so we need to find a way to push up the process.
When I open these ovens, I feel like it's quite hot in there, so the issue here is maybe not about the temperatures. It should be something else.
I guess the air circulation isn't enough. So how should I solve this problem?
I find out better option for this. It's the air fryer. Okay, so I will transfer the noodle blocks to this air fryer. The fans of this air fryer is way stronger than that of these ovens. I can easily notice that by just hearing the louder sounds from it. Okay, so we'll keep it there for additional 30 minutes. Time's up, now it's time to check the results. Look at these, the block is completely dry, very easy to realize when flick it like this.
Do you hear that?
That is awesome!
So now we have two different instant noodle blocks made by two different methods. At the first glance, we can see that the frying blocks is browner. That's obvious because frying makes everything browner. However, I think this one looks more similar to the normal instant noodles because the color is lighter. This one is too dark for a normal instant noodle block. But I wonder which one tastes better. There's only one way to know. Eat it!
I will dehydrate the noodle blocks by putting them in boiling waters. I'll cover them and keep them there for 15 minutes to see what happens.
By the way, I just want to say that if you find my video interesting, please subscribe. It's really helped me a lot. It's a motivation for me to make more videos like this. Thank you, my friends. Now it's the moment of truth. Let's check it out.
The noodle is soft now, the volumes increase so much. I think it absorbs enough water. I want to eat mixed noodles, so I will drain all the excess water first. Then add some samyang spicy sauce to the noodles and mix them up. For the last touch, add some shredded seaweed on top. Now it looks pretty good, isn't it?
Okay, so let's try it. I will try the hot air drying first. Let me try the frying noodle as well. I think the frying noodles is a little bit crunchier than these hot air drying noodles. But the difference here is not significant. The flavors is nearly the same. I've tried both noodles blocks. I have to say that the only difference is the textures. The normal noodles is elastic and tender. My best guess is the factory adds some secret ingredients to the recipes to enhance the texture. And with the shape of the noodles, I have no idea why it is broken into small pieces like this. And it's not really wavy as what I expected. But I don't think there are big issues here. Instead, I'm quite interested trying this type of noodles. I have to say that the flavors are still there, so it's worthy giving it a try. In general, I'm satisfied with this. Okay, so anyway, this is my first time to make instant noodle at home. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment below. And once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is really a motivation for me to make more videos like this. Thanks for watching. See you next time.